1 and 20 now he's rising, and alone he's fit to fly, which we're bent on signalizing with unusual reply.
Here's good luck to Frederick's ventures, Frederick's out of his adventures. For the pirate sherry, fill the pirate glass, and to make us more than merry, let the pirate bumper pass. Hooray!
Yes, Frederick, today you rank as a full-blown member of our band.
Hooray! My friends, I thank you all from my heart for your kind wishes. Would only that I could repay them as they deserve.
What?
Well, today I'm out of my indentures, and today I leave you forever.
What? Oh, well, this is quite unaccountable. A keener hand at scuttling a Q and R or cutting on a P&O never shipped a handspike.
Here, here! Well, yes, I did my best for you. And why? It was my duty under my indentures. And I am the slave of duty. As a child, I was regularly apprenticed to your band. It was through an error. Oh, no matter, the mistake was ours, not yours, and I was in honor bound by it.
An error. What error?
I mustn't tell you. It would reflect upon my well-loved room.
Nay, dear master. My mind has long been gnawed by the cankering tooth of mystery. Better have it out at once. When Frederick was a little lad, he proved so brave and daring. His father thought he'd prentice him to some career seafaring. I was, alas, his nursery maid, and so it fell to my lot to take and bind the promising boy, apprentice to a pilot. A life not bad for a hardy lad, though surely not a high lot. Though I'm a nurse, you might do worse than make your boy a pilot. I was a stupid nursery maid on breakers, always steering, and I did not catch the word aright through being hard of hearing. Mistaking my instructions, which within my brain did gyrate, I took and bound this promising boy, apprentice to a pirate. A sad mistake it was to make, and doom him to a vile lot. I bound him to a pirate, you, instead of to a pilot. I soon found out beyond all doubt the scope of this disaster, but I hadn't the face to return to my place and break it to my master. A nursery maid is not afraid of what you people call work, so I made up my mind to go as a kind, a piratical maid of all work. And that is how you find me now, a member of your shy lot, which you wouldn't have found had he been bound, apprentice to a pilot. Oh, pardon, Frederick, pardon.
Rise, sweet one, I have long since pardoned you.
The two words were so much alike.
They were. They still are, though years have rolled over their heads. But this afternoon, my obligation ceases. Fellow pirates, individually, I love you all with affection unspeakable. But collectively, I look upon you with a disgust that amounts to absolute detestation. Pity me, beloved friends, for such is my sense of duty, that once out of my indentures, I shall feel myself bound heart and soul to your extermination.
Poor lad! Poor lad!
Frederick, if you conscientiously believe that it is your duty to destroy us, we cannot hold it against you. Always act within the dictates of your conscience, my boy. And chance the consequences.
Besides, We can offer you but little temptation to remain with us. We don't seem to make piracy pay. I'm not sure why, but we don't.
Well, I know why. Oh, but alas, I mustn't tell you.
Why not? It's only 11:30, and you're one of us until the clock strikes 12.
True, and until then you are bound to protect our interests.
Here!
Very well, then, I believe it is my duty to inform you that you are too tender-hearted. Well, for instance, you make a point of never attacking a weaker foe than yourselves. And then when you attack a stronger one, you invariably get thrashed.
There is some truth in that.
And then again, you make a point of never molesting an orphan.
Of course! We are but orphans ourselves. We know what it is.
Yes, but it's gotten about. And what is the consequence? Every one we capture says he's an orphan. The last 3 ships we took proved to be manned entirely by orphans.
But hang it all, you wouldn't have us absolutely merciless.
There's my difficulty. Before 12 o'clock I would. After 12 I wouldn't. Was ever a man placed in so delicate a situation?
And Ruth, your dear Ruth, whom you love so well, and who has won her middle-aged way into your boyish heart, what is to become of her?
Oh, he will take you with him.
Ruth, I do feel a little difficulty about you. I have been constantly at sea since I was 8 years old, and yours is the only woman's face I've seen in that time. I think it is a sweet face.
It is. Oh, it is.
I say I think it is. That is my impression. But as I've never had the opportunity of comparing it with another woman, it is just possible I may be mistaken.
True.
What a horrible thing it would be if I were to marry this innocent person and find out she is, on the whole, plain.
Oh, no, Ruth is very... Well, Ruth is very well indeed.
There are the remains of a fine woman about Ruth.
You really think so?
I do.
Well, then I shall not be so selfless as to take her from you. In consideration to her and in justice to you, I shall leave her behind.
No. This must not be. We are rough men.
Rough!
We lead a rough life. We would not be so heartless as to deprive you of that love. I think I'm right to say that there is not one here who would deprive thee of this inestimable treasure for all the world holds dear.
Not one!
No, I thought it was. Keep thy love, Frederick. Keep thy love.
You're very good, I'm sure.
Well, it's the top of the tide. We must be going. Frederick, when your process of extermination begins, please see to it that our deaths remain as swift and painless as you could also make them.
I will. By the love I have for you, I swear it. Oh, would that you could render my extermination unnecessary by accompanying me back to civilization.
No, Frederick. No, I'm afraid that cannot be. I don't think much of our profession, but contrast it with respectability. It's comparatively honest. No, Frederick, I shall live and die a pirate king!
And play a sanctimonious part with a pirate head and a pirate heart. Away to the cheating world go you, where pirates all are well to do. But I'll be true to this song I sing, and live and die. It is a glorious thing to be a pirate. I am a pirate. meet my prey, I have myself in a royal way. I seek a few more ships, it's true, than a well-loved monarch ought to but many a king on a first-class throne, if he wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through more dirty work than ever I do. For I am a pirate king. It is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. I am a pirate king. You are a pirate king. It is a glorious thing to be a pirate king.
It is hurrah for the pirate king, hurrah for the
Ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha.
Oh, take me with you. I cannot live if I'm left behind.
Ruth, I will be quite candid with you. You are very dear to me, as you know, but you are considerably older than I am. A lad of 21 usually looks for a wife of 17.
A wife of 17? Why, you will find me a wife of 1,000.
No, but I would find you a wife of 47, and that is quite enough. Ruth, tell me candidly, without reserve, compared to other women, how are you?
Well, I will answer you truthfully, dear master. I have a slight cold, but otherwise I am quite well.
I'm sorry for your cold, but I was referring rather to your personal appearance. Compared to other women, are you beautiful?
Well, I have been told so, dear master.
And lately?
Oh, no, years and years ago.
What do you think of yourself?
It is a delicate question to answer, but I think I am a fine woman.
And that is your honest opinion?
Yes, I should be deceiving you if I told you otherwise.
Very well then, Ruth, I believe you, for I know that you would not practice upon my inexperience. If, and I say if, you are truly a fine woman, your age shall be no obstacle to our union. Hark! Surely I hear voices! Who has dared to approach our old but inaccessible lair? Could it be the Coast Guard? No, it doesn't sound like the Coast Guard.
Confusion! It is the voices of young girls. If we should see them, I am lost.
Why, all that's marvelous! A bevy of beautiful maidens!
Lost!
Oh, how lovely, how surpassingly lovely is even the plainest of them. What grace, oh, what delicacy, what refinement. And Ruth told me she was beautiful. Oh, false one, you have deceived me.
I have deceived you.
Yes, deceived me. You told me you were fair as gold.
But master, have I not so?
And now I see you're plain and old.
I'm sure I'm not a jot so.
Upon my innocence you play.
I'm not the one to plot so.
Your face is lined, your hair is gray.
It's gradually got so.
Faithless woman to deceive me, I who trusted so.
Master, do not leave me in the air you know.
Faithless woman,
Master,
faithless woman,
master,
faithless woman to deceive me, I who trusted so. Faithless woman to deceive me, I who trusted so. If, as you are stating,
has been
accumulating
37
47 years.
47 years.
Faithless woman to deceive me, I who trusted so. Faithless woman to deceive me, I who trusted so. What shall I do? Before these gentle maidens I dare not appear in this alarming costume. No, no, I must remain in close concealment until I can appear in decent clothing.
Climbing over rocky mountains, skipping rivulet fountain, passing where the willows quiver, passing where the willows quiver, by the ever-rolling river, slowly with the summer rain, riding long and leaping maidens, dotted with unnumbered daisies, dotted with unnumbered daisies, sailing rough and rugged passes by the hardy little lasses, till the bright sea shining in, till the truly delightful it is to be so entirely alone. Why, in all probability, we are the first human beings to ever step foot on this enchanted spot.
Except the mermaids! It's the very place for mermaids.
Who are only human beings down to the waist.
And who can't be strictly said to set foot anywhere. Tails they may, but feet they cannot.
But what shall we do until Papa arrives?
Well, we are quite alone, and the sea is as smooth as glass. Suppose we take off our... Suppose we take off our shoes! Yes! Yes! Let's take off our shoes!
Stop, ladies, pray.
Amen!
I had intended not to intrude myself upon your notice in this effective but alarming costume. But under these peculiar circumstances, I feel it is my bounden duty to inform you that your proceedings here will not be unwitnessed.
But who are you, Sir Sweet?
I am a pirate!
A pirate!
Ladies, do not shun me. This evening I renounce my vile profession. And to that end, O pure and sweet, O blushing buds of ever-blooming beauty, I sore at heart, implore your kind assistance.
How pitiful his tale! How rare his beauty! How pitiful his tale! How rare his beauty!
Is there not one maiden breast which does not feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty? Who would not give up willingly a matrimonial ambition to rescue such an one as I from his unfortunate position? From his position to rescue such an one as I from his unfortunate position.
Alas, there's not one maiden's breast which seems to feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty.
Is there not one maiden here whose homely face and bad complexion have caused all hope to disappear of ever winning men's affection? To such a one, if such there be, I swear by heaven's arch above you, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you be, I'll love you. However plain you be, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you be,
he not been a thing of beauty, would she be swayed by quite as keen a sense of duty?
For shame, for shame, for shame. Poor wandering one, though thou hast truly strayed, take heart of grace, thy steps retrace. Poor wandering one, poor wandering one, if such poor love as mine can help thee find true peace of mind, why take it? It is thine.
Take heart, no danger ours. Take any heart but ours.
Take heart, fair days will shine. Take any heart, take mine.
Take heart, no danger ours. Take any heart but ours.
Take heart, fair days will shine. Take any heart, take mine. Though thou hast truly strayed, take heart of grace, thy steps retrace. Poor wandering
Wandering one, wandering one. Take heart, take heart. Take any heart but ours. Take heart, take heart. Take heart, no danger ours. Take any heart but ours. Take heart, take heart. Take any heart but ours. Take heart. What ought we to do? Gentle sisters say, propriety we know, says we ought to stay. While sympathy exclaims, free them from your tether, play at other games, and leave them here together. Her case may any day be yours, my dear, or mine. Let her make her hay while the sun doth shine. Let us compromise. Our hearts are not of leather. Let us shut our eyes and talk about the weather. Yes, yes, let's talk about the weather. How beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it may. And yet it rained but yesterday, tomorrow it may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain, and people say, I know not fine that we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow it may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain, and people say, I know not fine that we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow it may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain, and people say, I know not fine that we shall have a warm July.
Stick it, no offenses, will none be here. Piracy, their dreadful trade is. Pray you get your hands on ladies while the coast is clear.
No, we must not lose our senses. If they stick at no offenses, we should not be here. Piracy, their devil's trade is nice. The credit for your ladies, let us decide.
First rate opportunity, married with impunity. Don't give the publicity of unbounded domesticity. Quickly be personified, gradually natural modified by doctor of divinity who's located in this vicinity.
We have missed our opportunity of escaping with impunity. So well to the felicity of our maiden domesticity. We should quickly be personified, gradually natural modified by doctor of divinity who is located in this vicinity.
By doctor of divinity who resides in this vicinity. By doctor of divinity. Of divinity.
All monsters, ere your pirate caravanserai proceed against our will to wed us all. Just bear in mind that we are wanting chancery, and father is a major general.
We better pause, or danger may befall. Their father is a major general.
Yes, he is a major general.
Yes, I am the major general.
He is the rub of the major general.
And it is a glorious thing to be a major general.
It is the rub of the major general, rub of the major general.
I am the very model of a modern major general. I'm into the invention of an animal and mineral. I know the kings of England, I can quote the fights historical from Marathon to Waterloo or a categorical. I'm very well acquainted to it, mathematical. I understand equations, both the simple and quadratical. About my local theorem, I'm TV with a lot of news. A lot of news? Oh, got it! With many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
Many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and ambiguous. In short, math is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general.
In short, math is vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern major general.
I know a mythic history, king authors and paradox. I answer hard plastics, I'm a drinking case for paradox. I quote analogize all the crimes of healing gamulus. Comics I can for peculiarities, parabolas. I can tell it that Procopius and Gerald's Alcides. I know the croaking chorus from the frogs of Aristophanes. And I can hum a fugue of which I've heard the music's dinner for. Oh, dinner for. Oh. I got it! And whistle all the airs and that fiddle nonsense, kennel for.
Whistle all the airs and that fiddle nonsense, whistle all the airs and that fiddle nonsense, whistle all the airs and that fiddle nonsense,
Yeah, I can like a Washington and that a lot of uniform and tell you every detail of Caractacus' uniform. A short amount is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general.
Short amount is vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern major general.
In fact, when I know what is meant by Babylon and Ravelin, when I can tell its sight, a Mauser rifle from a javelin, when such affairs as sorties and surprises are more wary at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, when I have learned what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery, in short, when I've a smattering of elemental strategy. Strategy. Oh boy. sanity.
You say you better make a general, it's never sanity. You say you better make a general, it's never sanity. You say you better make a general, it's never sanity.
For nearly $10 no lucky adventure has only been granted at the beginning of the century, but still in that is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I'm the very model of a modern major general.
Still in that is vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern major general.
Excuse me, sir, that was pretty good.
Why, thank you, young man.
But can you do it really fast?
Really fast?
Yes!
Maestro, presto agitato, si vous plaît. In fact, I mean, what better man like Frederick, when I can tell a sight as a rifle from a javelin, with such as a sword, he's enterprises, not to worry, and when under procession, when his never commissariat. When I hope a progress has been made on a gunnery, when I hope tactics in an opposite in gunnery, a short smattering of elemental strategy, you'll see a better major general who's never rode a horse.
Say a better major general, who's never rode. Say a better major general, who's never rode. Say a better major general, who's never rode a horse.
For my military knowledge, Lord Plucky and Adventure has only been brought down to the beginning of the century, to still a not vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general.
Still a not vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern major general.
Myself, I should like to know what is going on.
Permit me. I can explain in 2 words. We propose to marry your daughters.
Dear me!
Against our wills, Papa! Against our wills!
But you mustn't do that. Tell me, this is a picturesque uniform, but I'm not familiar with it. How are you?
We are all single gentlemen.
Yes, well, I gathered that. Anything else?
No, nothing else.
Don't believe them, Papa, for they are pirates! The famous Pirates of Penzance!
The Pirates of Penzance? I've often heard of them.
Oh, all except for this gentleman, Papa, who was a pirate once, who is out of his indentures today and promises to lead a blameless life, ere more.
But wait a minute. I object to pirates as sons-in-law.
We object to major generals as fathers-in-law. But we waive that. We do not present. We look open.
An idea. So you mean to say that you would deliberately rob me of these, the last remaining props of my old age, and leave me to go through the remainder of my days, unprotected, unfriended, and alone?
Yes, that's the idea.
Tell me, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan? I asked you, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan? Oh,
Often.
yes, orphan. Have you ever known what it is to be one?
I say often.
Often, often, often!
I don't think we quite understand one another. Now, I ask you, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan? And you say orphan. As I understand it, you're merely repeating the word orphan to show that you understand me.
I never repeated the word orphan.
I beg your pardon, but you did.
Only once.
Yeah, but you did repeat it.
But not often.
Stop. I think I see where we're getting confused. Now, when you said orphan, did you mean orphan, a person who had lost his parents, or orphan, frequently?
Frequently. I beg your pardon. Yes.
So you said orphan, frequently?
No! Only once!
Yeah, exactly, you said often, frequently, only once. Oh man, children of dark and dismal fate, forego your cruel employ. Have pity on my lowly state. I am an orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
How sad an orphan boy.
These children who you see are all that I can call my own.
Poor fellow.
Take them away from me, and I shall be in me alone.
Poor fellow.
If pity you can feel, leave me my story. Reigning joy, see at your feet they kneel. Your hearts you cannot steal against the sad, sad tale of the lonely orphan boy.
Poor fellow. See at our feet they kneel. Our hearts we cannot steal against the sad, sad tale of the lonely orphan boy.
The orphan boy. The orphan boy. See at our feet they kneel. Our hearts we cannot steal against the tale of the lonely
Poor fellow.
I tell you the story, but it doesn't diminish my glory, for they would have taken my daughters over the billing waters if I hadn't an elegant diction, indulged in innocent fiction, which is not the same category as telling a regular terrible story.
He's telling a terrible story. You shall die by Nexus glory. There's one continuous stars that ever were known in these waters. It is easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes in the same category as telling a regular terrible story. It's easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes in the same category as telling a regular story.
Although our dark career sometimes involves the crimes of stealing, we rather think that we're
Should we fall auspiciously, the sisters all the brides we be? Oh, happy day with joyous glee, we will away in merry glee. Should we fall auspiciously? Should we fall auspiciously, the sisters all will bridesmaids be?
Oh, master, hear one word I do implore you. Remember Ruth, your Ruth who kneels before you.
Yes, yes, remember Ruth who kneels before you.
Away you did deceive me.
Away you did deceive him.
Oh, do not let me.
Oh, do not leave her.
Away you grieve me.
Away you grieve him.
I wish you'd leave me.
We wish you'd leave him. We observe the magnanimity, we display to lace and dimity. Never was such opportunity to get married with impunity. But we give up the felicity of abounding domesticity. Though a doctor of divinity is located in this vicinity.
We observe the magnanimity, we display to lace activity. Never was such opportunity to get married with impunity. When they give up the felicity of abounding domesticity, our doctor of divinity is located in this vicinity.
When we give up the felicity of abounding domesticity. When we give up the felicity of abounding domesticity. Though a doctor of divinity, a doctor of divinity, a doctor resides in this vicinity. This vicinity.
father's sorrow?
Oh, I will try, dear Mabel. But why does he sit here night after night in this drafty old ruin?
Why do I sit here? Why do I sit here?
Yes! Why?
To escape the pirates' clutches. I described myself as an orphan. But heaven help me, I am no orphan. I come here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to implore their pardon for having brought dishonor upon the family escutcheon.
But sir, you only purchased this property a year ago. The stucco on your Birmingham castle is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel there are ancestors. You cannot deny it. Now, with the estate, I purchased the chapel and its contents. I do not know whose ancestors they were, but I know whose ancestors they are. And I shudder to think that their descendants, I purchased, if I may so describe myself, should have brought disgrace upon what I have no doubt was a stained escutcheon.
Be comforted. Had you not acted as you did, those reckless men would assuredly have carried off your large family and married them on the spot.
Oh, no!
I thank you for your proffered solace, but it is unavailing. I assure you, Frederick, that such is the anguish and remorse that I feel at the abominable falsehood with which I escaped these easily deluded pirates, that I would go to their simple-minded chieftains this very night and confess all. Were I not sure the consequences would be most severe to myself. At what time does your expedition march against these scoundrels?
At 11, and before midnight, I hope to have atoned for my involuntary association with the pestilent scourge by sweeping them from the face of the earth. And then, dear Mabel, you will be mine.
And are your devoted followers at hand?
They are. They only await my orders.
Then, Frederick, let your escort lion-hearted be assembled to receive a general's blessing ere they depart upon their dread adventure.
Dear sir, they come.
And your heart is in your boots. There is nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound.
Every Cornish daughter with her teeth to rain.
fair. Oh, joy unbounded, oh, sweet relief, oh, rapture unexampled. At last I may atone in some slight measure for the repeated acts of theft and pillage, of which at a sense of duty stern dictation, I, circumstance's victim, have been guilty.
Young Frederick,
Who calls?
great commander.
And I, your little brood,
Oh, mad intruders, how dare ye face me? Oh, ye not, oh, rash ones, that I have doomed you to extermination.
Have mercy on us. Hear us ere you slaughter.
I do not think I ought to listen to you. Yet mercy shall alloy our stern resentment. And so I will be merciful. Say on.
when you had left our pirate fold, we tried to raise our spirits faint, according to our custom old, with quip and quibble quaint. But only the quips we heard, we lay and sobbed upon the rocks, until to somebody occurred a startling paradox.
A paradox.
A paradox, the most ingenious paradox. We quips and quibbles heard in flocks, not to be this paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. Ha 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 ha. This paradox.
We knew your taste for curious quips, for cranks and contradictions queer, and with the laughter on our lips, we wished you there to hear. We said if we could tell it him, how Frederick would the joke enjoy. And so we frisked both life and limb to tell it to our boy.
Paradox.
A paradox, and most ingenious paradox. Quips and quibbles heard in flocks, but learned to meet this paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. Ha 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 ha. A paradox.
For some ridiculous reason, to which I've no desire to be disloyal, some person in authority, I don't know who, very likely the astronomer royal, has decided that although for such a beastly month as February, 28 days as a rule are plenty, 1 year in every 4, his days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20. Through some singular coincidence, I shouldn't be surprised if it were owing to the agency of an ill-natured fairy. You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born in leap year on the 29th of February. And so, by a simple arithmetical process, you shall easily discover that though you've lived 21 years, yet if we go by birthdays, you're only 5. A little bit over.
Hear me, let's see. Yes, yes, with yours my fingers do. How quaint the ways of paradox and common sense she gaily mocks, so counting in the usual way, years 21 I've been alive. Yet reckoning by my natal day, yet reckoning by my natal day, I am a little boy of 5. He is a little boy of 5. A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. This paradox, a curious paradox. A most ingenious paradox. Never! This is most curious. Certainly whimsical. Oh, 5 1/4. Oh, you wouldn't think it to look at me.
Oh, you'll be glad how I'll be bound that you spared us. Oh, you would never have forgiven yourself when you realized that you had killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades?
I'm afraid you don't appreciate the delicacy of your position. You were apprenticed to us.
Until I reached my 21st year.
No. Till you reached your 21st birthday. And going by birthdays, you were as yet only 5
1/4.
Oh, you don't mean to say you're going to hold me to this?
Oh, Frederick, no. We merely remind you of the fact. And leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty.
Don't put it on that footing. As I was merciful to you just now, be merciful to me. I implore you not to insist upon the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing. We content ourselves with pointing out to you your duty.
Your
You've appealed to my sense of duty, and my duty is only too clear. I abhor your infamous calling. I shudder at the thought that I had ever been mixed up in it. But duty is before all. At any price, I will do my duty.
Bravely spoken, lad. Come, you're one of us once more.
Lead on, I follow. Oh, horror! What? What was I tell you?
What's the matter?
No, I mustn't. It wouldn't be right.
Speak out! What's your mother's conscientious war? You've never yet appealed to in vain.
General Stanley
Stanley.
escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan.
He did? Oh, wait, yes, he did. I'm sorry.
It breaks my heart to betray the honored father of the girl that I adore.
Break it!
And yet, as your apprentice, I have no alternative.
None.
Very well, then, it is my duty to inform you that General Stanley is
General
No.
Stanley.
General Stanley is no. He is no. He is no orphan. He is no orphan.
What?
More than that.
Get up here!
He never was one.
Oh! 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 Am I to understand that in order to save his contemptible life, he dared to practice on our credulous simplicities? Our revenge shall be swift and terrible. We shall go collect our band and attack Tremorton Castle this very night.
But stay.
Not a word. He is doomed. Away, away, I hunt by. I burn this base deception to repay. This very night, with vengeance die, shall hunt itself and go away, away.
Away, away, here I expire. I find my duty hard to do today. My heart is filled with anguish dire. It strikes me to the core, away, away.
With false and foul and trick, the sum upright. Let vengeance hold the pirates all decide. On Major Stanley softened with his lies. In return tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Tonight he dies.
Early tomorrow.
These girls likewise.
In bewildered sorrow.
The once of spot.
And all who want
To abuse it shall perish. Tonight he dies early tomorrow. His girls likewise in bewildered sorrow. The once of spot in the
A terrible disclosure has just been made. Mabel, my dearly loved one, I bound myself to serve the pirate captain until I reached my 21st birthday.
But you are 21.
I've just discovered that I was born in leap year, and that birthday will not be reached by me till 1940.
Catastrophe appalling.
And so farewell.
No, no. Oh, Frederick, hear me. Save, Frederick, save. They have no legal claim. No shadow of a shame will fall upon my name. Save, Frederick, save.
Nay, Mabel, nay, tonight I quit these walls. The thought my soul appalls, but when certain duty calls, I must obey.
Save, Frederick, save.
Nay, Mabel, nay,
Save of your claim.
duty's nameless, on my soul appalls, but when certain duty calls,
Save, Frederick, save.
I must obey.
Ah, leave me not to pine alone and desolate. No face seemed fair as mine, no happiness so great. And nature day by day has sung in accents clear this joyous surrounding me. He loves me, he is here. La 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 la, la la la. He loves me, he is here. La 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 la,
Ah, must I leave thee here an endless night to dream, where joy is dark and drear, and sorrow all supreme? When nature day by day will sing in altered tone this weary roundy lane. He loves you, he is gone. La 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 la, la 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 la. He loves you, he is gone. La 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 In 1940 I of age shall be. I'll then return and claim you, I declare it.
It seems so long.
Promise that until then you will be true to me.
Yes, I'll be strong. By all the Stanleys dead and gone, I swear it. Here is love, and here is joy, and here is food for joyous laughter.
wedding is even after. For here is love, and here is truth, for here is love,
which is so precious to us all. But we should have thought of that before we joined the force. We should. And it's too late. Yes. When the felon's not engaged in his employment, his felonious little plan, his capacity for innocent enjoyment, is just as great as any honest man. Our feelings we with difficulty smother, when constabulary duties to be done, or take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. Oh, when constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. surprising burglars, not a burglary,
not a burglary.
When the cutthroat is in on the abiding crime.
Abiding crime.
He loves to hear the little brook a-gurgling, and listen to the merry village chime.
Village chime.
When the castle is finished, jumping on his mother. He loves to lie basking in the sun.
In the sun.
Take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. Oh, when
Calculated duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one.
happy one.
Well, he ran the pirates free, tired of tossing off the sea. Tried to hang that burglary with laughing, grim and gory.
Hush, hush, I hear them on the manor approaching. With stealthy steps the pirates are approaching.
We are not coming for plate or gold, a story General Stanley told. Received a penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story. They seek a penalty 50-fold. We seek a penalty 50-fold. They seek a penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story.
They come in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious course is now to fight.
With cat-like tread upon a prey we steal. In silence dread, a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall would be distinctly heard. So stealthily the tiger creeps while all the household soundly sleeps. Come, friends who plow the sea, truce to navigation, take another station. Let's marry piracy with a little burglary. Come, friends who plow the sea, truce to navigation, take another station. Let's marry piracy with a little burglary.
Here's your crowbar and your sentiment, your life preserver. You may want to hit your silent matches, your dark lantern seas. Take your fire and your skeletons on your knees.
Get like red, in silence red. With cat-like tread, upon a prey we steal. In silence dread, a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall would be distinctly heard. Come, friends who plow the sea, truce to navigation, take another station. Let's marry piracy with a little burglary. With the tread upon our prey we steal. In silence tread, our cautious way we feel.
a word. I see a light inside. The Major General comes, so quickly hide.
Yes, yes!
Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Tormented by the anguish dread of falsehood unatone, I lay upon my sleepless bed and tossed and turned and groaned. The man who finds his conscience ache no peace at all enjoys. And as I lay in bed awake, I thought I heard a noise.
He thought he heard a noise. Ha ha!
No, all is still in dale or hill. My mind is set at ease. So still the scene, it must have been the sighing of Frederick is here. Oh joy, oh rapture, gather your dead and effect their capture.
Beautiful Mabel, I would if I could, but I am not able.
He's telling the truth, he is not able.
With hasty seed, you worked upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet and flavors all our dealings. With courage rare and resolution manly, for death prepare unhappy General Stanley.
Is he to die when Sheridan will kneel to spare him? Will no one in his cause a weapon wield to spare him?
Yes, we are here, together to conceal the tokens that every pirate steal. Triumph now, or will we drown? Your mortal career's cut short. Your pirate band will take a stand at the Central Criminal Court.
To gain a brief advantage you can try, but your proud triumph will not be long-lived.
Don't say your offense, for we know that game.
On your allegiance we've a strong claim. We charge you we charge you in Queen Victoria's name. We do, we charge you in Queen Victoria's name.
We yield at once with humble mien, because with all our faults we love our queen.
Yes, yes, with all their faults, they love their queen.
Yes, yes, with all their faults, they love our queen.
Away with them and place them at the
One moment. Let me tell you who they are. They are no members of the common throng. They are all noble men who have gone wrong.
They are all noble men who have gone wrong.
No Englishman unmoved that statement hears, because with all our faults we love our house of ears. I pray you pardon the ex-pirate king, peers Fathers will be peers, and youth will have its fling. Assume your rents and legislative duties, and take my daughter!
At last we are provided with unusual facility. Change piratic pride to dignified respectability.
Combined, I needn't say, with the unparalleled felicity of what we have been longing for, unbounded domesticity.
Tomorrow morning early we shall quickly be parsonified.
Hymeneally coupled, conjugally matrimonified.
And this will be accomplished by the Doctor of Divinity, who happily resides in the immediate vicinity.
Who happily resides in the immediate vicinity. Who happily resides in the immediate vicinity. Who happily resides in the immediate vicinity.
Our military knowledge, nor plucky and adventuring, has only been brought out to the beginning of the century. But still, in getting off my daughters, 8 or 10 or 12 in all, I've shown myself the model of a modern Major General.
And still in getting off his daughters, 8 or 10 or 12 in all, he's shown himself the model of a modern Major General.
If such for love as
If you quit us, Jack, I'll go on a hunger strike. I won't eat nothing until I'm like a worm.
Guys, I thought this was supposed to be a party.
It is. It's an angina party.
Hunger strike! I'm going on a hunger strike!
Guys!
Yet to you leaving us.
Free donuts! Free donuts! Free donuts!
Yet!
We just listen.
Long here. I need sunglasses.
Yet! 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 Yet!
This is nice. It's cozy.
Fellas!
On track number 1 through the West Subway, the Colonial, stopping at Kingston, Westerly, New London, Old Saybrook, New Haven, Bridgeport, Stamford, Rye, Penn Station, New York, with continuing service to Washington, D.C.
And then I came here to the train station to wait for the Russia train. And I studied my map for a while. And let me tell you, Russia is no one-horse town. And then I kind of checked out my suitcase. I had my flashlight and my socks and my comb and canned peaches and my map and the rugs, thank you very much. And Melvin's shoes too, thank you. And then I laid down to try and get some rest. Because who wants to get somewhere all tuckered out? But I couldn't get a wink in edgewise. This cop kept coming up and saying, "Hey, you can't sleep here." Boy, you're telling me, I told him. And my hat, although it's perfect for Russia, is a bad climate for America. And frankly, I was getting a little bit hungry. And frankly, too, nobody wanted to talk too much. And going to Russia, and I mean this, is no picnic. And I got to wondering if maybe Lucian was crying again. Poor Lucian. He's a mental wreck. I'm lost on my way to Russia. Thank you. Jack! Oh, hi, Jack. It's nice to see you, Jack.
It's nice to see you too, Arnold.
Are you taking a train somewhere?
Nah. I thought I'd just drop by to see if you want some company.
Jack?
Yeah?
I think I'll go to Russia when they get it worked out a little better. Frankly, it's an awful long wait.
Good idea.
Could you take me home, Jack? I think I forgot some things.
Sure.
You shouldn't be quitting us, Jack.
I have to, Arnold.
If you quit, I'll hate you.
I hope not.
I will.
I really hope not.
I will. Are you still leaving us?
Yeah?
Well, fine then, I hate you. Curtain up, end of subject. Can we get something to eat, Jack? I'm very undernourished tonight.
We'll stop somewhere.
Nowhere that we have to eat a la carte, though. I don't like to eat a la carte.
No a la carte.
So you're going to be a travel agent now, Jack?
Yeah?
That's nice.
Yeah.
Jack, and I emphasize this, you have a lot better behavior patterns than a whole lot of, I repeat, people.
Thanks, Arnold. You too.
Now boarding on track number 7, local service, stopping at Boston, Montreal, Vancouver, Anchorage, Vladivostok, Irkutsk, Petropavlovsk, Lenovichy, and Moscow. All aboard!
I think you'd love to hear just one more, maybe. No, I'm sure.
Sergeant Pepper!
This is one the Fat Boy used to finish every show in the early days. It's an old Little Richard tune called Long Tall Sally. See you next time. Thank you so very much. Special thanks to Mike Ricci for bringing us here. We'd love to see you folks some other time once again. Thank you.